For over 20 years, the United States Air Force has tried to kill this aircraft. Not in combat, in Washington. Budget hearings, retirement proposals, canceled programs. Officially, the plan has been to phase it out since the early 2000s. And yet, right now, it's still flying combat missions. This is a plane designed in the 1970s, built around a single gun, so large it looks like the aircraft was built around the weapon instead of the other way around. It's slow. It's ugly. By almost every modern metric, it should have been retired decades ago. So why won't the A-10 Warthog die? A plane built around a gun. Most fighter aircraft are designed around an engine, an airframe, or a mission profile. The A-10 was designed around a gun. The GAU-8 Avenger is a 7-barrel rotary cannon that fires depleted uranium armor-piercing rounds at a rate of roughly 4,000 rounds per minute. It's so large that the aircraft's entire fuselage was built around it, and the plane's nose landing gear had to be offset to one side just to make room for the ammunition drum feeding it. This gun can punch through the top armor of a main battle tank, armor designed specifically to withstand exactly this kind of attack. No other fixed-wing aircraft in the U.S. inventory carries anything close to it. But the gun is only half the story. The A-10 was also built to survive getting shot back at. Its titanium-armored bathtub cockpit can withstand direct hits from armor-piercing rounds up to 23 millimeters. Its twin engines are mounted high and separated, so a hit to one won't disable the other. Its flight control systems have mechanical backups, meaning even if the hydraulics are completely shot out, a pilot can still fly the aircraft using manual cables and pulleys alone. This is not a fighter jet's design philosophy. It's a flying tank's design philosophy, and that difference is exactly why nothing else in the Air Force's inventory can fully replace it. The political fight. Since the early 2000s, the Air Force has proposed retiring the A-10 multiple times, arguing that its budget would be better spent on newer multi-role aircraft that can perform several missions instead of just one. Each time, the plan has run into the same obstacle. Congress. Lawmakers from states where A-10 squadrons are based have repeatedly blocked retirement proposals, and members of the House and Senate Armed Services Committees have cited direct feedback from ground troops who credit the aircraft with saving their lives in combat. There's also an institutional dynamic at play. The Air Force, as a branch, has historically prioritized aircraft that fit its broader identity: fast, high-tech, air superiority-focused platforms. Close air support, while critical to soldiers on the ground, has never been the Air Force's core cultural priority, in the same way it is for the aircraft the Army wishes it could operate itself, but isn't permitted to under long-standing inter-service agreements. This tension, a plane the Army loves, that the Air Force keeps trying to retire, that Congress keeps saving, is the real reason the A-10 has survived over 20 years of retirement attempts. It's not just a story about engineering. It's a story about which branch of the military gets to decide what relevant means. The job nobody else wants. Close air support, flying low, flying slow, and providing direct fire support to troops on the ground, is one of the least glamorous jobs in modern air combat. It's also one of the most dangerous, because it requires exactly the kind of low, slow flying that makes an aircraft vulnerable to ground fire. Modern stealth fighters like the F-35 are built for a completely different mission: flying high, flying fast, and staying invisible to radar. That's an extraordinary capability against an enemy with advanced air defenses. But it's a poor match for the reality of supporting troops in a firefight, where pilots need to fly low enough to positively identify targets, loiter overhead for extended periods, and absorb small arms fire without being knocked out of the sky by every stray bullet. The A-10 was purpose-built to loiter over a battlefield for hours, survive small arms and light anti-aircraft fire, and deliver precise, sustained firepower exactly where ground troops need it, all while flying slow enough for its pilot to actually see the target with the naked eye. This is precisely why, in the Gulf War and in the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq that followed, ground troops have repeatedly and specifically requested the A-10 by name for close air support missions. Not because it's the most advanced aircraft available, but because it's the one built to do this exact job better than anything else in the inventory. The key insights. First insight: the A-10's survivability isn't a lucky side effect of its design. It was the entire design brief. Every structural decision, From the offset landing gear to the titanium cockpit tub, exists because engineers in the 1970s built the aircraft around surviving the exact threats it would face doing this specific job. Second insight, replacing the A-10 isn't simply a matter of giving pilots a newer aircraft. Multi-role fighters are optimized for speed, stealth, and versatility, priorities that actively conflict with the low, slow, sustained loitering that close air support requires. A faster, stealthier aircraft isn't automatically a better one for this specific mission. Third insight, during the 1991 Gulf War, A-10s were briefly reassigned away from close air support duty out of concern over losses to enemy air defenses, only for commanders to reverse the decision within days after ground units specifically requested the aircraft's return, citing its effectiveness against armored targets. That moment has been cited repeatedly in the decades since as evidence that no other aircraft has fully closed the gap the A-10 fills. The A-10 isn't surviving because it's cutting edge. It's surviving because it was built for one job. It does that job better than anything designed to replace it, and the people who depend on it in combat keep saying so loudly enough that Congress keeps listening. Whether that's still true in another 10 years, as drone-based close air support technology matures, is a genuinely open question, and that might be the aircraft's real final challenger. If you want to see how unmanned systems are already starting to take over parts of this mission, that's coming in a future video. Subscribe if you want to catch it, and let me know in the comments. Do you think anything will ever truly replace the Warthog?